lot of people have a bucket list. And on mine, he's talking to this guy, Mark Musk from the Mighty Six. Right, how are you, Mark?
Yeah, very well, thanks, John.
That's
How are
good,
you?
that's good. Hey, listen, but before you came to Wynnum Manly, you were an outstanding player for the Uni Cricket Club, 267 games, 514 wickets, the fourth highest of all time for Griffith, and apparently the best on-ground fieldsman because of what you can do with your feet.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, yep. Good,
Mate, tell
good
us about
solid
those
background.
days. So obviously you're closer to 40 than you are to 30. How do you enjoy those days back in? I'm sure there would have been plenty of birds. There wouldn't be this wonderful outfields that we had at Carmichael Park. But tell us about those days.
Yeah, yep. Very good memory. And you've done well with those stats. That's all beyond me. That's a surprise.
Over
Yeah, but
500 wickets, mate. Now look, let's be serious about it. That's a pretty good effort. I mean, that's outstanding over 250 plus games.
yeah, it was yeah, good time and yeah, had a good um bowling cartel there to support me. So yeah, we enjoyed ourselves.
What brought you to the nest, Mark?
Well, it was really just a changing of the guard. So um, that that crew that I was playing regularly with at Griffith, we all hit that time of life where we were all getting married and having kids, and some of us just couldn't keep up
Yep.
the commitment of cricket, and we just struggled to get a field on the team from season to season. So we all sort of had to um, look for new horizons, I suppose. And yeah, so I jumped over to back to Wynnum. Yeah.
What year was that, Mark?
Good question. I'm not too sure. Maybe the last 5 years or so,
Yeah,
I've been
because
back at
you've been
Wynnum.
there as long as I've been doing Seagulls TV. So that's I've been doing this for 8 or 9 years. So you've always been around, mate. Look, 2022. Let's go back to then. The
Yep.
Mighty Six Strays, I like to call it. You're involved in the Premiership there, mate. Can we reminisce a little bit on that one?
Yeah, similar sort of story. The one day competition is an unusual one because it's a brief competition. Sort of I don't think you play a full round against all the opposition, so it's a bit of pot luck who you get in the draw, and yeah, weather can play a part as well. Um, but yeah, I think in that previous win we enjoyed a final on Bill Aubrey there at home, which was fantastic, and that's always a thrill playing there with the younger fellas. So yeah, that was a special memory.
You got a three for that one.
Yeah, you've got good intel.
Mate, I've got your social security number and everything, mate. You're going to break by the end of this interview, so see how you go. But okay, let's talk about 2022. Obviously, Bill Aubrey. You didn't have that luxury
Yep.
this time. But let's talk about last weekend's the Mighty Six straight come the party again. You get a three for. Dale Hanson tells me he came on as 12th man. So any side that doesn't have Chippy Hanson, it must be a pretty good side. So you must have been pretty stoked with that result for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it was. It was a great win, and yeah, we were disappointed obviously to not have Dale in the team because he obviously boosts the strength in both batting and bowling. So yeah, he was a big loss not to be able to have him qualify for that game. But yeah, all the fellas stepped up. We didn't have the greatest day with the bat. I think we only
Yeah.
managed to get about 120.
Correct.
Um, but wise words from Dale. He said that's probably worth maybe 150 in a final. And that's the way it turned out. We just kept it tight with the ball, and the scoreboard pressure and the run rate got to Souths, and they just threw the wickets away, and with some quality bowling at the death there at the tail, yeah, we got across the line.
I've done some commentary with Peter Drenham, and Peter Drenham always believes if you post a total, you've got a chance, and you did that. And yeah, it wasn't 120. You would have been going, but anyway, they had to get him. and finals can just do anything. Mate, you normally bowl your 8 overs straight. Now I'm going to suggest that if you bowl 4 and then you have a break, you got no chance to come back and bowl those other 4. Just do the 8.
That's pretty much it.
I agree. I was the same. I had 10 and I bowled 10, or I didn't bowl. I didn't come back. So, mate. So for that 8 overs, now you just spoke about it earlier back in 2022. You had a great bowling side, and we talk about bowling in partnerships. Obviously, you can do only so much at one end. You got to have the same sort of thing. And Daniel Lenning helped you out in that regard at the other end. I'm not sure if you bowled at the same time, but he also built pressure as well. 3 for 8, I think.
Yeah, so he came up and really, sealed the game at the end there. So I think I opened up with a young Finn, and he kept it really tight. I was a bit expensive. I got hit for a couple of boundaries, but Finn was bowled a really tight line and probably pushed the ball past the bat half a dozen times. So he was very unlucky not to get wickets, and they couldn't score off him. And they probably looked to me to attack me, and obviously I got the reward there from them. Yeah, over attacking and maybe relaxing a bit at my end.
What was said before you went out to field, mate, was just basically do what you did all year to get to the final. Just keep it tight and build pressure. Simple game, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And just we really needed to step up. I don't think anyone was happy with the way they performed with the bat, so everyone was keen to make an impact.
All right. Well, congratulations, mate. Now, listen, like I said, you're probably a little bit older than the other guys on the side here. So, how do you guys celebrate a wonderful win there? So, two titles in 2 years. That's not bad. How'd you go?
Yeah, it's interesting. It makes it a cheap shout at the bar when you buy a round of soft drinks. So, yeah, that's a change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and let's just talk about. Did you have a few spectators there? Were the fraternity there in numbers?
Yeah, it was actually. It was. We had a big turn up, so there was lots of friends and family there for all the young players, and then an amazing turnout from the nest. We probably had a busload. There's probably 30 or 40 players from the club there to support us, which was fantastic. And yeah, they enjoyed seeing us getting across the line. So yeah, we were very lucky to have them there.
Yeah.
It was great.
Lucky Peterson won't like me saying this, but it's not exactly a postcard venue, is it? Really, Kelberg Park. Just saying, you've got to really want to go there. No offense, but look, he went there obviously for a title, and you came away with it. Mate, the season's not finished yet. What do you got this weekend?
This weekend, I think we are at home against Redlands.
Yep.
So we are on the cusp of the top 4. I think 2 rounds to go in the 2-day competition, and I think there's maybe 3 or 4 teams vying for that last 2 positions. I think that are probably available in the top 4 to sneak into semis for the 2-day format. So we've got Redlands at home this round, and they're, I think, just below us on the table, maybe in 6th or 7th position. And then we've got a game against one of the lower teams in the final round. So hopefully we can take advantage of that and seal the deal in the last round.
You can only look after yourselves as well. So
Yeah.
See what happens this weekend. Mark, as I said, I've always wanted to actually chat to you about, because I'm actually a lot older than you are, but I just love how you're a long time out of the game, and cricket's a game you can play well into your 40s and 50s. Obviously, you're still enjoying it, no more so than last weekend, and like that. And just quickly, because of you and what's happening in 4th grade and most of the grades, ones are struggling, but it's a tough comp. The club championship, outstanding, isn't it? Where we're sitting is extraordinary, and that just tells you what everybody from 6th, even 7th grade, helping 6th grade, it goes all the way up, doesn't it? Tabs, it's just, and the girls, it's just been phenomenal. I'm just so chuffed for the Seagulls and what's happened this year.
Yeah, it's been really encouraging to see, and yeah, it's been a real pleasant surprise that yeah, we're pulling so strongly in the right direction on that table. So yeah, it's getting late into the season now, so hopefully we can finish that job off, and then yeah, continue to stay in that position in seasons to come, because yeah, that's a real good indicator of the strength of the club.
Mate, I want to ask you a favour. If you guys win the 2nd grade competition, I would like to see you on the top balcony with a stump doing the warning. If you win a second row, will you do that for me and I'll come down?
Oh, that easy.
Outstanding. Mark Musk, mate, it's great. And look, congratulations on the win last week and 2022. And obviously you're still enjoying cricket. Stay in the game. We need old heads. We need old heads. And you know, sure, there's soft drinks and that, but I would learn a lot from you that you're actually persistent, you stick to the game, and you come out trumps here and keep bowling those 8 overs straight, mate, and you'll live a long time and enjoy. Thank you, sir.
No worries. Thanks, John. Cheers.
Sorry, Mark. Thanks, mate.